What's going on, guys? So today we are installing the AN fuel system from jbtuned. It's a full -6 system from the fuel tank to the fuel rail to the return and all the way back to the tank. The kit's super nice. I messed up a little bit and didn't get the one with the E85 flex fuel sensor. That's my bad. Nothing on the company. The company was actually super fast in shipping it out. But yeah, it's E85 safe. They give you fuel filter lines from the tank to the rail and then from the return all the way back. And then they give you all the AN fittings to convert your stock OEM fuel hanger to accept the -6 lines. You can also get -8 for the feed line, but I just chose to go to -6, just personal preference. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm not going to go into super detail with taking the fuel pump out. If you are attempting to do this, I really hope you will have already taken a fuel pump out before, so I shouldn't need to do a how-to on that. But so we're gonna put this in, see how it looks, see how it fits, and I will show you how to convert the OEM hanger to accept the new setup using their fittings. So I'm gonna take you back to the back seat. I already have the seat out and all the lines unhooked and all that kind of stuff. I just gotta undo the 10mm nuts holding the fuel hanger in. So I got the fuel hanger right here. Fuel pump's off. Everything's still on there. So it tells you to replace this with a bulkhead. You can use it if you want. I'm not going to personally. It has a spot for 2 wires. Mine just has 1 wire. The bulkhead has a spot for 2 wires. So I am just going to leave this plug how it is. This is your OEM return line. We're cutting this off, and this is going to be your new feed line. This will become your return line now. So we're going to cut this off. We're also going to cut this one off all the way down. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a tab that's welded here and down on the top of the hanger. We're gonna have to grind that down as close as we can without taking the spot weld out, because once we cut this off, there's this piece won't sit flush unless we grind some of that off. Honestly, if it comes off, I'm sure it's not the biggest of deals. I'm not too worried about it. And then also, you're going to want to This is the also attached to this, the part we're cutting off. We're going to cut it off down here, and we also have to trim this little section off, because again, that fitting is not going to be able to sit there with that bracket. So we're going to have to cut a little bit of that off, grind it down as flush as possible, and then we should be good to go. So let me get started on that. Yeah, I'm going to cut this off and probably stick a step drill bit down it. See if I can't get it to just pop loose. But yeah. So, I know I didn't show too much, or it was hard to see, but we got both in there. Honestly, it just took me a lot of work to do this one, to drill out that one whatever hard line, and then cut that bracket far enough over. I mean, as you can see, I cut it a little too far, but you know, it's still connected, everything's fine. As for the top, I didn't grind that down as much as I'd like, but I don't know if you can see that, but they have two plastic washers on both sides, and it hugs everything pretty well. So I'm not too worried about that. If it leaks, I'll fix it. Put everything else on. Like I said, I'm not going to use the electrical bulkhead. I don't really... I guess I could use it. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll do it. All you gotta do is break that plastic clip off, and then run a power and a ground down to the fuel pump, up to the wire. Up to your power and ground, and you're done. So, actually, yeah, why wouldn't I? Still disconnected, it'll just run through the, yeah, we're gonna do that. And now I'm going to cut off the electrical connector and put the bulkhead on. So to do that, I'm literally just going to take a wire cutters and snip it off, and then start prying with this thing, and then we'll drill it up. So So, as you can see, it's not very hard, it's just kind of time consuming. You're going to need a drill, some step bits, or unibit, whichever you want to call it, some pliers, something to cut things with. Like I had a little metal saw that worked really well. The cutoff wheel helps a lot. Whizzy wheel helps a lot. So yeah, like I said, it's not very hard. It's just kind of time consuming. And this is just the first part of this. I still got to put the fuel pump on and all that. I got to clean this up. Probably lay a little thin layer of paint or something on it. And then after that I have to take the old fuel lines out of my car and put in the new jbtuned kit. That's probably going to be the most intense part because you got to get under the car. I switched to stainless braided brake lines too, so I'm literally taking all the metal lines out from under my car and everything will be AN lines, or braided lines, whatever you want to call it. Not too thrilled about doing that tonight. It's pretty cold out. It's -10 or so. And I can't even put this hanger in until I paint it. They recommend you painting it so it doesn't corrode or rust or any of that type of stuff. So it's better to follow their recommendations rather than just kind of half-ass it. Yeah. So a couple things I did notice about this. I did luck out with this, the wire bulkhead. There is a very small amount of room between that locking nut on the back and the actual hanger itself. So just keep that in mind. This side I had to trim. I trimmed a little more off of it just so I knew I had clearance, but Yeah. But yeah, that's, like I said, it was pretty simple. I did leave the OEM return line in there. This one. But it's not connected to anything. I'm gonna file that down a little bit, and then I'm gonna spray this entire thing off with brake cleaner so there's no metal shavings. But yeah, all I gotta do now is put the fuel pump in like normal. This white tube will be the perfect length to put on the top of your fuel pump and wrap it around onto the new barbed head on it. Because you're going to have to go from the front around to the rear. You could use a rubber hose. I don't think E85 really likes that, so they provided you with their plastic thing. So yeah, they provide you with pretty much everything except the tools to do it. So you don't have to worry about anything in that aspect. But like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you later.